That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Did you know that AmeriCorps programs improve lives, strengthen communities, and foster civic engagement in Nebraska? For example, members serving with AmeriCorps programs like Partnership for Kids provide kids with the support they need to succeed in school and prepare for their dream career. Discover more about AmeriCorps programs making a difference in your community at serve.nebraska.gov. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Step into the world of gymnastics with Nebraska women's gymnast and Canadian world team member, Emma Spence.
She got a bronze in the all-arounder, bronze on beam. And who knows if she'll get another medal. But that was a very confident performance.
This is Beyond the Routine with Spence.
Hitting all her handstands, connecting all her release moves, and landing that dismount. That's Emma Spence for you.
Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, Emma Spence.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Routine with Spence. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my special guest here tonight is my teammate, Katie Keeneman. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So Katie is one of my teammates here on the Nebraska gymnastics team. She is a senior. She is from Longview, Texas, and she competes on floor and vault. Yeah. Is there anything else to your intro that I forgot?
Sounds perfect.
You want people to know about you?
No, you killed it.
All right. We'll get into it later then. One thing that I wanted you to talk about a little bit is your major. So what is that?
Yeah, so I'm majoring in nutrition and exercise health science, which is kind of a mouthful. My family doesn't even know it half the time. But I also added a business minor this past year, so that was kind of a lot to add in. But yeah, it's more of just like the kinesiology, sciences-based stuff, and it's kind of a wide range for post-grad school. But for me, I don't think I'm going to go to post-grad school, so
okay,
kind of just playing it by ear right now. But yeah.
Nice. Do you know what you want to do after graduation yet?
I have like big ambitions, but not
specific.
Not specific. I kind of want to be into sales.
Okay.
Med sales specifically, but that's kind of hard to jump right into. So it's kind of wherever I want to get my toes wet. So
yeah, no, honestly, Sam, I'm still trying to figure that out here.
Yeah, it's not easy right out of college. So
definitely. So how did you get started into gymnastics? What was that like? Because I know you started kind of late for a typical gymnast.
Yes, I started when I was 11. So
yeah, that's crazy.
That's typically 10 years later than most gymnasts. So
yeah.
Well, I as a kid, I was playing around all the time, but no sport really stuck with me.
Okay.
So I was kind of just like doing whatever my parents told me to do and did whatever sports my brothers were doing. And then finally my parents were like, you got to pick something.
Yeah.
Like you got to have your sport.
Yeah.
And so I tried cheer and I didn't want to compete. I hated competing. It was so frightening.
Really?
Yes, it was so frightening for me. And so that's part of the reason why it took me so long to get into a sport. But then finally, one of the coaches at where I did cheer, they were like, you need to put her in gymnastics. Like they could tell that I had an eye for gymnastics. And so it kind of just went up from there. I didn't really have the best gym environment. Like it was not a gymnastics gym by all means. It was kind of just cheer. So it was like a harder floor. It was not what it needed to be. So finally, when I was, 15? Going into high school, my parents moved me to a different gym.
Okay.
And that's where it really took off. I had some really good coaches and they super experienced in gymnastics. So I think that's where I kind of made my feet on the ground and ran.
That's crazy. Like actually getting into it at 15 and then ending up here doing NCAA gymnastics 3 years later.
Yeah. Because when I went into college, into high school, I I was barely a level 9. Like I was
Really?
not very good. I was not good whatsoever. So when I got to that gym, they were like, "Oh gosh, like what is she gonna do?" Like,
Yeah.
and then finally it all clicked when I got there. So I think that's what really helped me. And when I found the right coaches that
Mhm.
were good for gymnastics, so I think that's where it helped quite a bit.
That's awesome. Was there any other sport that you like mainly did growing up, or like it was mostly cheer until gym?
It was mostly cheer until gym. I did like cheer in like middle school, and like I was on my brother's the cheer team. I cheered for his football team.
Okay.
I didn't
That's
really
fun.
yeah, I didn't like anything. Like I was
Okay.
like, I don't really care. Like it wasn't like I was always flipping and doing cartwheels and stuff. So it was like I had to do something involving that.
Mhm.
But my parents couldn't there was not a big gymnastics gym, so that was never a choice or like, let's do gymnastics. Like it
Mhm.
was finally like, okay, maybe we should try something else. So that's when I kind of decided to go in gymnastics.
That's awesome. So I guess you never like expected or like grew up wanting to do NCAA gymnastics.
No, absolutely not. So I started when I was 11, and I didn't even know it was a thing. Like I didn't watch in college gymnastics. Even when I got to high school, I didn't really know I wanted to do that. And even when I got recruited, I was already graduated high school. I didn't have a ton of help recruiting, and I was kind of doing it how I figured it would be done.
Yeah.
And so I just figured out that I wanted to do it so late in my life that it was like I had to figure it out somehow. And I
Mhm.
think that's what I kind of just did.
So what was that recruiting process like then?
It was scary. It was really stressful because I'm the youngest in my family. Both my brothers didn't do college sports, so it was like what am I doing? Like my
Yeah.
parents don't know. My coaches weren't entirely helpful. So there was kind of just like sending emails.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's how I started, and that was all I did for a while. And then finally when Heather there was one video, it was a Yurchenko 1.5
Okay.
on vault, and Heather was like, "I need that vault." Like, that's
Yeah.
what sold Heather.
Yeah.
And so I ended up committing in July, end of July.
Oh yeah, it was like a couple months
It was so
like
late.
before moving here, right?
Yes, it was literally I committed all of a sudden I was in college. So it
Mhm.
was like it was kind of rushed, but it was like it's what I needed. So I think I really enjoyed
Yeah.
that. But it was kind of whatever happens happens at that
Mhm.
point.
Yeah, that's crazy because I remember there was like most of our class that came in like June, probably, right?
Yeah.
And then it was me, you, and G that got
Mhm.
in like August, and we were like already a little bit behind because we
Yeah.
came in late. But that's crazy. I didn't realize you committed like literally like 2 months.
Yeah, it was like last minute because I
Yeah.
didn't know because I had surgery in June
Oh,
of
that's
that
right.
of that
That's
year.
also crazy.
Yes, because I didn't know. Like I knew I needed surgery because my wrist was messed up,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing gymnastics because I did love the sport. I didn't quite want to give it up, but also I didn't know if there was a chance. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to college gymnastics, and I also didn't know I was going to be able to make it to a D1 school. So that was kind of crazy for me when I finally was like, Heather offered me. I was like, oh, this is a
Mhm.
sign. Like I have to do
Yeah.
it. So I committed, and then all of a sudden, I got you here with you and G, and I was like, oh my gosh, like
We
better.
went right into it too because we
Yes.
didn't do those summer
No,
workouts.
we didn't do summer workouts. It was just like, you better get going and figure it out.
Came in beep test within the first
Oh my
few
gosh,
days.
we had the most fun just trying to figure out life, and it was stressful too.
Mhm.
But I think that's like what got us so close in the beginning
Yes.
is because we had to figure it out together.
Yeah, because the other girls, they were helpful, but they were already like they started their lives, you
Yeah,
know? Like they were
knew
into
the
their
drill.
daily routine. They knew what to do. They knew where to go. We were trying to figure out food. We would go to the regular person dining
Yeah,
hall
we
because
didn't
we're
know-
like,
we didn't
where
know.
do we
No
go?
one really told us. We kind of just had to figure it for ourselves, and we did.
Yeah.
But it was quite an adventure, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy time, but you know, the beginning of this long
Yeah.
adventure.
Oh yeah, long 4-year adventure.
Why did you end up choosing Nebraska?
I think because of Nebraska itself,
Okay.
the school, they have so many resources and facilities that no other school offers.
Mhm.
And I also think Heather was very welcoming with open arms because
Yeah.
I was still on the fence about college gymnastics. I was like, I guess this is what I want to do. Like I didn't know what else I wanted to do or I
Yeah.
could do. So I think the amount of resources and how nice the campus was,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, why not? Like this is good. I had also never been to Nebraska.
I was gonna say because you didn't visit either, right?
No, because everything was online. It was through Zoom or it was on a phone call. Like that, everything was so new. I was like, okay, I guess we'll just
Yeah.
see it when we get there. So it
Did-
turned out being great. But
Did you do like the FaceTime, like kind of tour of the gym and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes,
what Heather
it
did
was
with me
so
too.
Weird. I was like, no way, I'm about to go to school here. Like,
Yeah.
I've never even been there. Like, I've never been to the state of
Yeah,
Nebraska.
yeah, me neither.
But
We just moved here,
yeah,
really.
we took a chance.
Yeah. Did you know anyone
No.
in Nebraska? Yeah, me
Nope.
neither. I also didn't know anybody. Didn't know
Yeah.
the state. Didn't really know the country. It was
Yeah,
just like,
no,
all right.
You were even more. You've never been to the States. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy time
Oh
for
my
us.
gosh, yeah.
Ugh.
Learning curve.
Yeah. Glad to be here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Glad we made those
For
decisions.
sure.
What would you say your favorite parts about Nebraska are?
Oh, well, I have to say my teammates. They're
Okay.
the best people. I think through the years, I've gotten more comfortable too with my
Mhm.
teammates because when we first got here, I was kind of shy. And
Oh, me too.
I think most of us were because we
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on.
Mhm.
So I think once we kind of just let our guards down, we had a lot more fun with each other. And I think especially the team now, I have become way more myself than I ever have. And I think that has been so fun
Yeah.
to learn myself and everyone around me.
Mhm.
It's been really cool.
Yeah, I feel like this is the closest our team has been
I would
since
totally
we've
agree.
been here.
I would
Like,
totally agree.
Yeah, the way that everyone spends time with each other, interacts, and just the closeness of the team
Yeah,
is
just
really
how we get
nice.
along with each other in the gym is pretty phenomenal. Like we've never had such a tight knit bond in the gym, and when we travel, it's pretty awesome. Like there's no other way to describe it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been great. Would you say that this experience, because we're both seniors now, do you think this has been like what you've hoped for or like expected out of this?
It's definitely not what I expected.
Okay.
I think it's more than I expected, honestly.
Okay, that's good.
Because I like as a high school student, I don't really know what to expect in college because everybody's high school experience is so different. And I only went to school half a day. I didn't
Okay,
have
yeah,
a ton of
me
friends
too.
in school.
Mhm.
I had all my gym friends, so I didn't really know like what's college like. Obviously, none of us have been to college, so I was like, I don't really know. Like, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it was definitely a whirlwind of adventures, but it was something I wouldn't change for the world.
I agree. And I feel like it's weird because coming into it, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm getting myself
Right.
into. I'm ready for this experience. And just things were just so different. They were not even necessarily like in a bad way.
No,
but
definitely not
everything
bad.
was just everything. There were so
Right.
many things that we had to do, pay attention to, take care of, and just be a part of.
Right.
That
There
I
was a
wasn't
lot more to
expecting.
keep up with than
Yes.
I anticipated. Because like in high school, like you live with your parents, like they cook you food. Even
Yeah.
here, you don't have to prepare your food all the time, but it's
Mhm.
still like I have to go, I have to know all these things and things that you wouldn't normally expect
Mhm.
in a normal college experience. But because we are student athletes, we have such a diverse life
Mhm.
that we get all these things that I would have never imagined.
Yeah. Yeah. So many different parts. So, like, what I guess were you expecting? Do you even know?
I honestly don't know because I committed so late. I was kind of just like, well, whatever's going to happen, it'll happen. So I'll
Yeah.
just get here and figure it out. I think I expected like not as much
Okay. Yeah.
because we get a lot as student athletes. We do a lot as gymnasts and
Mhm.
we're together all the time. I don't think I really realized that we would be together literally 24/7.
That's true.
Because like I'm
Yeah.
with my teammates in club 4 or 5 hours a day. And then I go home, go to
Mhm.
school. But here we literally do school together, we eat together, we go to practice together, we travel together, we do everything together. So I
Mhm.
think that was kind of a big adjustment, and I think that's the reason why I have become who I am, because I've opened up because I'm with these people all the time, no matter what.
That's true. And I feel like, I don't know, some teammates have helped me develop certain parts of myself that I didn't even think that I would.
Right. Or no, you even had.
Yes.
Like I didn't know I could become this leader.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I was kind of a leader in club, but it was like I was the oldest, so I had to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now
That's
it's
true.
like I'm able to do these things because you guys opened me up to it.
Mhm.
So I think
And
that's
just,
why.
I don't know how to explain it. Just like empowered you, like,
Yeah.
and tell you that, like, no, you're capable, or just shown that they like trusted
Right.
you in that way. And I think that was really special because, yeah, both of us coming in, we were kind of just doing what everyone said.
Yeah, we did what we were told
Yeah.
because we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
We were freshmen. We didn't have like the best guiding experience getting here. So I think we kind of had to learn the hard way a little bit, but I think it was for the better. Like
Mhm.
we ended up learning so much because of it. So
Yeah, that's true. One thing that I love about your journey and the things that you've done here is your like life skills,
Mhm.
leadership experience. You want to
Yeah.
touch on that a little bit?
Yeah. So when I was in high school, I did a lot of like volunteering with like at the animal shelter, the Humane Society. It was never like an abundance of things. It was kind
Okay.
of just one area. So I always loved like volunteering and stuff, but I didn't realize how much of an opportunity as a student athlete you get. Like
Mhm.
they find all these opportunities for you to go out and volunteer. And it's like, wow, I get to do all these things and I like for free. I
Yeah.
love it. Like this is
Yeah.
something I enjoy doing. And I think I had a passion for it coming in, but now I have even more of a passion for it because of the opportunities I could go and experience. So now this is the first time we've had like captains and like I'm the life skills leader on the team
Mhm.
now. And I think they didn't really change anything I was already doing,
Yeah.
but to have the title is pretty cool because I'm the one who gets to organize all this
Mhm.
stuff and I've been guiding everybody to do it, keeping up with the Tom Osborne events. So I think that's been really cool. And it's definitely shown that I could do all these things and
Mhm.
still like enjoy it
Yeah.
because I love doing it. That's why I do it so much.
Yeah, and you've been doing it like your whole time here
Mhm.
too, I would say,
Yeah.
because you even got that award at night at the lead
Mhm.
for
The
doing it,
St.
the
Polt's
St. Polt's Award.
Award. Yeah.
Which was really cool for all of like the leadership and outreach events that you've done.
Mhm. Yeah, I felt like it was like paid off. Like
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily do it for the award, but it was pretty cool that it did get recognized.
Yes, you got the recognition for it because
Uh-huh.
you've been doing so much of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Where do you think that like stems from, like your passion for that?
Honestly, I don't know. My mom and I definitely did volunteer like at the community side when I was younger.
Okay.
And I used to foster dogs growing up. This was how we ended up with one of my first dogs. And I kind of just took it and ran with it. Like I loved being able to help people, help animals who don't get the best. So I think doing it with my mom was kind of something we bonded over.
Mhm.
And so it kind of just took off from there.
That's awesome. Do you have any like favorite ones that you've done or like some that you just continuously go to since being here?
Boo at the zoo. I've done Boo
Okay.
at the zoo every year. Seeing those little kids in like little costumes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever. I literally just have a blast handing out candy to everybody.
Yeah.
So that one's always fun. There's usually a bunch of different ones throughout the year that I do. One that I set up this year was like a game night at a retirement home.
Oh, wait. Yeah, talk about that because
Yes,
that's
so
fun.
and it ended up only being it was like a brand new retirement home, and I
Okay.
didn't realize that when I set it up. But so only like a few of us went. There's like 3 of us for like 4 residents. Which was
Okay.
crazy. But it was so cute because some of them didn't really know what was going on, but
Mhm.
they had so much fun. We played bingo and they loved it.
Yeah, I
Like, it was
bet
an
you loved
absolute
bingo.
blast for them. And we didn't even do much. We just sat there and played bingo and helped them play bingo.
Yeah.
But they absolutely loved it and getting to meet like student athletes that play for Nebraska when they used to go to Nebraska
That's
somewhat
true.
years ago. Like it
Yeah.
was a really cool experience to see them like be so happy and thankful we came to see them. People
Mhm.
didn't do that much. So it's like a little goes a long way
Mhm.
and you don't ever always realize it. So I think that one was so fun and eye opening. And I did that this year. Like
Okay.
it opens up my eyes even more each time I do it. So I
Mhm.
think that's always so fun to me. See something like that.
Yeah. Ah, that's awesome. I love that.
Mhm.
Looking back on your last 4 years here, would you say that you have any like standout memories with the team or meets, whether in the
Oh.
gym or like outside?
I will say one of my favorite meets is our very first very first
Very
meet.
first Iowa State.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say I don't remember who went you went first on bars, right? Because you led off
I
everything.
think
freshman year.
Cat.
Oh, it was Kat.
Maybe?
Somebody.
I don't know.
Whoever went first freshman year, Asia and I are standing by the bars. When they landed, it was like the crowd, everybody erupted. Like it was like, oh, this is so fun.
Yeah.
I want to do this forever. Like it was like, this is the most fun I've ever had in gymnastics. Like
Mhm.
I can't wait to do this for 4 years. And it was kind of like a revamp, a respark. Like Asia and I, we didn't love competing in club.
Mhm.
Like she had to refine her love for gymnastics. I didn't enjoy doing competing at all. And so when that happened, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I will love this. Like I
Yeah.
won't be nervous. Like I will absolutely love this." And I was right. Like
Mhm.
we did have so much fun competing, and we still do.
Yeah.
And I think that was every competition is fun, no
Mhm.
matter what. Maybe a little stressful here and there, but it's still fun. It's such a different experience than it is in club. And I think having a big team helps so much because I
Yeah.
competed by myself all the time in club and I absolutely hated it because I was like, have nothing to do but dwell in my stress.
No, literally. Yeah, and I find it also helps having the big team in practice.
Yes.
Because, like,
On those hard
preseason,
days.
oh my goodness, those workouts are so hard.
For no reason. Oh my gosh, it literally kicks my butt every year.
They're so hard. So having a big group of people doing it with you and like looking around, like when we do the circuits, for example, you look around and everyone's kind of struggling and going through the same thing, makes it a lot easier and better.
Everyone's struggling together. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally agree.
Yeah. Another thing I love about the meets, I guess, with like a big group of people is like being able to go to different people for different events. So like, for example, beam. You basically coached me through my beam routine, which is amazing.
I absolutely love doing that because I know that you will hear something I say.
I do hear it in the meet.
I'm trying to yell so loud. And I think it was this past meet at Big Ten. Yeah, Big Ten. I was standing next to Jenna and KB, and I would hold their arm so I could say, they would stop yelling so I could say your word and hopefully you would hear me. Because it was so incredibly loud.
It was loud in there.
I was yelling, like I could not get anything out. I was trying to yell so loud. And I was like, guys, pause for a moment. I'm going to yell.
Yeah.
So I would yell so hopefully you could hear it. So I love being able to do that for you because I noticed it has helped.
It does help.
It has helped. And so I love being able to do that for you.
Yeah, no, it's been great. So like for background context of this, I was really struggling with beam at the beginning of the season. Every time I got up there, I was just so scared and I made mistakes a lot by accident. And we figured out in practice that like, was it you and Molly that came up with that?
Yeah, I was trying to like tell you to keep it simple because I can tell when you're up there, you're trying so hard to be good.
Like, don't fold, don't make a mistake.
Yeah, you're trying so hard and you don't need to do that. You're so good at it. There's no point in trying to, or like it'll just happen if you let it. So I was like keywords, because when I used to do beam, keywords were the only thing I could talk about, or else I would literally think about splitting the beam.
Yeah, that was my issue, and then I would just forget my dance, you know.
Yeah. So things like that happen, you know. It's normal.
So then Katie and Molly figured out these words that they said throughout my whole routine. There's like 5 words. And it's like separated in chunks, and during that part, Katie just repeats the word over and over and over again until it's the next part of the routine. And then she switches the word and basically talks me through my whole beam routine, every practice, every routine I do in practice, and then every time I'm competing. And over the last couple of weeks, I do feel like it's helped.
Yes. That was the goal.
Which is really great. So that's something that's really special about having so many people competing with you. I feel like is
so helpful.
Yeah.
It's so helpful.
Yeah. And I feel like everyone has their role, whether they're competing or not, is just like there to help support the team, even if it's just one specific thing that they do. It's like you can always count on that person to do that, which is so special.
You would never realize it either from an outside perspective. Like I also never realized that watching college gymnastics in my last few years, like the team is doing so much more than you would think they can do. And that's what we're there for. And
an example of that was when KB missed the one meet and then she wasn't there and we were getting ready. And it's like, I don't know who's going to say the team prayer, who's going to
there's all these things that she does,
little roles that everyone does to make the team work and compete. Just like makes things go smoothly, which is nice.
Makes the whole thing run.
Yeah. How would you say that being on the team has impacted your overall college experience?
Oh my gosh, I could not imagine college without it.
I know. I imagine.
Like, I don't know what I would like. I would have to make friends on my own. That is so hard for me. Like,
me too.
I'm not a super outgoing person. Like, Heather picked our best friends, and I think that is such a special thing because we have such a tight knit bond. Like, even each year is a little bit different, but we've had like people we create such close bonds with, and we're never gonna lose those things. And also, like the networking nights and stuff the athletic department puts on for us. Like, that's how I met one of my mentor.
That's true.
Like, I don't know what I would have done without her. Like, she has helped me in the last few years so much with learning, like, what I want to do with my life, what I want to do after graduation. And I think I wouldn't have gotten that without the athletic department. So,
yeah, the connections and, like, the networking opportunities that the athletic department gives, too, is huge.
They help so much. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of our first segment. We'll head to our break and we'll be right back. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Katie Keeneman.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Did you know that AmeriCorps programs improve lives, strengthen communities, and foster civic engagement in Nebraska? For example, members serving with AmeriCorps programs like Partnership for Kids provide kids with the support they need to succeed in school and prepare for their dream career. Discover more about AmeriCorps programs making a difference in your community at serve.nebraska.gov. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
If the week's been too hectic to even think about dinner, or your family can't handle one more night of leftovers, then it's time to let Hog Wild do the cooking. Hog Wild's family packs are one heck of a good deal for a complete barbecue meal loaded with all the smoked meats, tasty sides, buns, and sauces you need to feed your family. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
that's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine with Spence. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my special guest here on tonight's show is my teammate Katie Keeneman. My bad. So we were just talking, kind of going back on the last few years here, and I want to continue getting into that. So first question for you is, what do you think like the main differences are on our team now versus how they were freshman year?
Oh, we're definitely more of a team.
Mm-hmm.
I would say freshman year it was very divided, and there was a lot of things that played into that. And I definitely think having a different coaching staff has helped quite a bit too over the few years. But freshman year, we were just kind of trying to figure it out, and we didn't have a whole lot of guidance. So I think the people on the team, compared to freshman year and now, because we are now the seniors, we learn what not to do. So I think that helped so incredibly much with now the freshmen or the newcomers, because we've been able to guide them a little bit more. And I know freshman year I had zero guidance, and I needed guidance a lot. So because I didn't know what was going on. Like, we were freshmen, we shouldn't know what's going on. But I think that's what made us be able to be these leaders on the team now, because we experienced such a different freshman year. But I think the people, even the class after us, has helped us quite a bit, even as sophomores and when they were freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
That helped us quite a bit too, I think. It helped me personally. So
I agree. I think it's interesting how our freshman year we came in, there were 7 of us, and there were like fewer upperclassmen than there was lowerclassmen.
Yeah.
And now it's like kind of flipped.
Yeah.
Over the years, it's like slowly progressed that like our class has become like the main group of people, I guess. And over time, we've had to develop into leaders because we were like that big group that people.
We were such a big group coming in. I think that we like dominated.
We like outnumbered the upperclassmen.
Unintentionally. Like, it was not our intention whatsoever. We just came in. There were 7 of us. Like, we had a lot of us, and we ended up filling a lot of the lineup spots. And I felt like they were mad at us half the time.
That's
and
true.
I was just like,
that's a good point.
We were doing our job. Like, that's what we came here to do.
Yeah.
So that we just did what we needed to do. And I think as we progressed to become upperclassmen, I think we were able to lead the underclassmen so much better because there is 7 of us. We all help each other lead. Like, we counter each other and we balance each other out quite a bit.
I agree. And then because there's so many of us, we kind of gravitate towards different individuals. And then we all have like not little, but like individual people that we kind of mentor or like take under to kind of help throughout the process, which I feel like we didn't have because there were so many of us.
Yeah.
That,
there was literally 7 of us. Like, what are you supposed to do with 7 freshmen?
Yeah. Like, that's a lot.
I don't blame the seniors and the upperclassmen for being worried because there was literally 7 of us. But
I feel like another difference too is the coaching staff. We've had so many changes in the coaching staff since we've been here.
And I think it was for the better. I mean, ultimately now we have such great coaches. And I think it took time to get there. Like, it is what it is. And I also think Heather, we came in with Heather as our head coach, and she's still our head coach, but she is a different person.
Yeah.
She literally grew with us. Like, she has become such a great leader. And if it weren't for her, I would literally still hate gymnastics. Like,
oh, me too. 100%.
I think most of us would, like, we just needed a little bit more guidance and love. And I think her motherly instincts knew that. She knew that, and she helped us so incredibly much, like, that we needed it. She knew. She saw these freshmen, she was like, oh my gosh, like,
these girls need help.
These girls need help, and so do I. So,
and we all came from like COVID too. So all of us were like in school, but like not really in person or anything. To all of a sudden in college, NCAA gymnastics, like thrown in there.
Yeah, it was a learning curve, and I think she definitely helped us so much. But she was also going through a learning curve. Her coming out of COVID.
And with being one of her first few years in that position too.
And the year before we got here, it was such a small team. There was so many things that happened, and nobody knew what was going on in Nebraska. Like, it was just weird. But I think that flipped Heather's mentality quite a bit, and us coming in, it helped a lot. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been really cool. And even we were just talking about it on the break, is like the messages and the way that she's just empowering the team. This last week leading into regionals is really awesome.
Oh yeah, she wants us to. She has so much love. She wants us to do so incredibly good at this meet because she knows we can. And I think we all know that too. And we have such a passion for it. and she cares so much about each and every one of us, and I think that's so awesome.
Yeah, and it's awesome how she like caters it to like the way that she addresses certain people's like based on how they are and how she knows them to be.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Like the way that she'll handle like Asia versus me.
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
it's
complete different
way
approach,
different,
but
way different.
she's really able to just accommodate and like support us the best way that she can.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to your younger self coming in as a freshman?
Oh gosh.
Or like that you wish you had coming in?
I wish I just knew that it was all going to be okay. It was all going to work out. I think as a freshman, I was stressed 24/7.
Mhm.
I didn't know what to expect in the next day. I was scared of letting everyone down. I wanted to do good and I didn't know how to do good. So I think just telling myself that it'll all be okay and gymnastics is not end all be all. Like it will
Mhm.
be fine. And I think that is one of the biggest lessons I've learned this year. Like there's other things empowering me than gymnastics. Like
Mhm.
plenty of other things. I'll be fine if I don't do the best I've ever done in gymnastics. So I think if I knew that coming in, I would have had a little bit more of a relaxed life.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's a good one. And another one with that is like the academic side of it. I feel like
Mhm.
when we come in as freshmen, they're like, you need
Oh my
to
gosh,
get
I
all
was-
these like, and I like had a whole mental breakdown to Heather and Brian. It's like, I don't know if I can get a 4.0.
Oh my
like,
gosh, I was hit by a bus in the academic realm.
stressed out.
High school was too easy for me. Like I
Yeah.
took dual credit classes in high school, but they were still so incredibly easy. I never had to study.
Mhm.
Like it was just like natural. Like I wasn't learning a ton, I guess. It was just easy
Yeah.
for me. But when I got here first semester, I was taking calculus, biology. I was taking
The biology
Oh my
classes,
gosh,
ugh.
it kicked my butt. I was literally struggling. I was like, I could not do it,
Mhm.
and I didn't do that good. I still am not the best academic person because I didn't realize how hard it would be.
Yeah.
It's so different than high school, and I
Mhm.
thought, it'll be just like high school. Like I can do this. Like I took dual credit classes, whatever. No, you need to be able to time manage and like
Mhm.
not procrastinate. And unfortunately, I learned that the hard way, but it is what it is.
Yeah. No, same. I have to procrastinate or else I don't get my work done. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
I've definitely gotten better at doing my work ahead of time.
Oh, I don't.
I didn't do that till this year though.
Okay.
So yeah.
I feel like at some point you have to.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I'm just at the point where it's like I've learned
Especially
everything
your
I need to
major.
know.
Your
Yeah.
major's hard. Mine's not as hard anymore.
No, oh my gosh, they hit me like a bus when I
Yeah.
started freshman.
Well,
year. I
me
was like,
too, because I was doing
Yeah,
the
'cause you
same
were in
major.
mine. You and Asia were in our major.
Yeah.
And it was
was
my
hard.
gosh, chemistry. Oh,
No. That's what made me switch my major.
yeah, no.
I took like 2-3 weeks of chem and I went into Sherry's office and I was like, I can't do it. I
Yeah,
don't
no.
want to do it. Especially not knowing what I want to do with my life. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not taking this like just because.
Yeah, that's why I stayed with the majors because I knew I wanted to do something in the science realm.
Yeah.
But now that I'm not going to post grad school, it's like, why did I do
That's
it?
crazy. Yeah.
But I think it was all part of the experience I needed, so
Mhm.
it was fine.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. How would you say that you've grown personally and academically since being here?
In every which way, I have grown. I think I don't even know how to describe it. I've literally just flourished.
Mhm.
Like I was kind of shy when I got here. I didn't want to do schoolwork. I didn't really care. I just kind of was doing what I was told.
Mhm.
And I think once I learned that like I got to do it for myself at some point
Mhm.
and not
Yeah.
just do it. And I think I did that. It took me a long time to learn that, I will say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really know. I think I've just grown up quite a
Mhm.
bit because when I got here, I was little baby Katie. Like,
That's true.
no one really knew me until the end of freshman year because I
Mhm.
didn't talk. So once I
Yeah.
figured that out, everybody made me a little bit more comfortable. And so then I was able to just like be myself. And I think that being able to just be me allowed me to become a better speaker, become a better person, become a better leader.
Yeah.
All these things I wouldn't have expected to be. So
Yeah, no, I feel like we both kind of went through that journey together of not really talking at all
Mm-mm.
freshman year.
didn't care to do anything, barely hung out with everybody.
Yeah, I did not really talk to anyone.
Mm-mm.
Like even in my room, like I wouldn't go like hang out with them.
Yeah.
in
I
mirrors or
also
anything.
had a hard time feeling welcomed. I don't want to say they didn't welcome us, but it's just like I didn't want to force myself to hang out with them.
Exactly, especially because we came late. Like
Yeah.
they already kind of formed their friend group.
Yeah, it
and
was
we were
like
just kind
Hallie,
of
Sim, and
joining in.
Asia, which is fine. Like I really didn't care.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to like ask if I can hang out with them. And I
Yeah.
know they would have been like, yeah, come on. Like,
Yeah, it would have been fun. But it
yeah,
was still
it's just not who I am to be like, hey, can I come? Like, whatever.
I agree. Yeah, and then I feel like it wasn't until the end of freshman year, like that season was done, then we really started
Yeah.
hanging out and spending time outside of the gym with them, and that's when that connection kind of grew. Because I feel like our senior class now is pretty close.
So close. And I think at the end of freshman year, that's when it all happened.
Mhm.
We all hung out together. We did everything together. And then once I felt so connected with these
Mhm.
people, it just kept going. It kept
Yeah.
going. It was so fun. I
Yeah.
loved being with everybody.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it definitely made it a lot more fun. What kind of legacy do you think or do you hope to leave behind when you graduate here?
I kind of just want to leave a legacy on the people I'm with daily. Like I
Okay.
hope that I was able to show everybody that determination and hard work and passion can go a long way and it matters. Like
Mhm.
I hope to I think about KB all the time. I'm like, KB and I got really close. Like I hope she doesn't forget me. Like
Oh.
I hope I taught her some things, whatever. And I think I know in KB, I know she will never forget me. But like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just like I hope I put an impact on my teammates, like that'll be here after me and they leave the same impact on the people after them.
Mhm.
And I do hope I left an impact on like the little girls watching us, and I know that I
Yes.
have because there's few little girls that I see all the time and they made a sign for me. Like they're so cute. Like I hope that they all know that if you work hard, you can get what you want. Like you
Yeah.
got to work for it though. It's not just going to be handed to you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a long
Mhm.
journey. And I hope that everyone knows that hard work goes a long way
Yeah.
because that's how I got where I am.
I love that. I definitely see that as a legacy that you're leaving
Mm.
behind for sure. The way
Aw.
that you are and interact with people.
Aw.
I love it. Now, switching gears, we are heading into regionals next week.
Mhm.
That could potentially be our last meet
Oh my gosh.
ever of our careers.
It's yeah. It's
What are your
bittersweet.
thoughts on that? It's crazy to think.
Yeah, it's definitely bittersweet. I think our bodies are ready for a
Oh,
break.
yeah. Yep.
I know I'm not the only one. Physically, gymnastics is so incredibly hard on your body. And I'm excited to just go out there and kind of give it what my body has left. Because I
Mhm.
know there's a little left and I want to give it all out right when
Yeah.
I can. Because we have one, potentially two meets left.
Yep.
So
Potentially 3.
potentially three. We could always move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really know. I just kind of want to leave it all out on the floor. And I know, like, I'm one of those people, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to give it my best.
Yeah.
I want to give it my absolute best because it's going to be the last time I'll compete.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. No, I'm really excited to see how the team approaches it as well because we've been putting in the work, the mental kind of side of it
Mhm.
too, like the mentality that I have going into it together, and also just the training that we've done. Today we did an inner squad in the gym and it was so good.
yeah.
The team
It's a
looked
Sunday,
so
too. Like,
Sunday morning inner squad, the team looked so strong.
and I think mentally, we're all there.
Mhm.
We all want to be there and
Yeah.
we're all fighting for the last of it,
Mhm.
which we should be. And I think it is so awesome that our mentality has literally kept us and gotten us this far because we used to not be this way. We
Yeah.
used to not be this way whatsoever.
Yeah, and I think it's so special also having so many seniors because that's kind of the mentality of like the whole team right now, or like from I've heard it's like do it for the seniors because
Yes.
we don't want this to be their last meet either.
Yeah.
And
I've heard a lot of people saying that and I'm like, guys,
It is so
like,
sweet. I know they care so much.
Thank you. And I think we've left such an impact on them and we don't even realize it half the time.
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah,
so cool.
especially senior night when we were watching that video.
Oh my
Like, the
gosh.
video was played up top and our whole team, like the girls that weren't
Uh-huh.
seniors were standing there or sitting there watching. And everyone was just sobbing.
I
was
know.
like,
I
oh
looked
my
at who was
goodness.
it? Liv and Izzy were
Liv,
bawling,
Izzy,
and I was like,
Bean was
broke my
really
heart. I was like, oh
low.
my gosh,
Yeah.
it was so sweet, and oh my gosh, I want to do it for them because they're
Mhm.
doing it for me, so I might as well do it for them.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to going out there and just giving it all we got. We got nothing to lose at this point. I feel like the way that the meet is kind of seated. Yeah, I don't know what's the right wording for that. The teams
Yeah.
that we're against, I feel like we do have a pretty good chance to move on.
Yeah. We have the best regional, in my opinion.
I agree.
We have a
Yeah.
good spot. We're a good spot.
Yeah. And I was looking at some comments on Twitter, and a lot of people are thinking that we're
Yes,
going to advance
they're like
too.
the dark horse or like the underdog is Nebraska. And
Yeah.
I see people like people's brackets,
Mhm.
and we're advancing in a bunch of
Yeah.
people's brackets. I'm like, okay, like we could do that.
Yeah. And I think it's really nice because I don't think this is like the first time that people really believe that we can.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, a lot of times we're doubted.
Yes, exactly.
Like Nebraska, ugh, whatever. So it's just like, whatever, we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
But no.
And yeah, since we've been on the team, at least no one's really like, oh, Nebraska's going to advance.
Yeah.
Like, no one's had that confidence and that trust in us.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm just really excited to see how it's going to go when we go out there and kind of just give it all we got.
Yeah, I want to make it to day 2, especially since I think back to like our freshman year, we didn't make it to regionals, and it was in Seattle. So there was individuals that went.
Oh,
Clara and Kinsey went,
see, that's right.
and now we're there as a team. We're in our final year. We can make it to day 2 if we go out there and do what we know how to do and how we practice every day. We will literally make it to day 2, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then just having like, it's a long trip, which is nice too. So we have a lot of time in the hotel with the team. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes that like hotel hanging out part is almost more fun than like the
after
actual
the
meet.
meets, oh my gosh.
Were
we
you in
literally
the
just
pool
sit
with
there.
us?
No, but I brought the ball to you guys.
I went to open the door.
That was hilarious. It was me and Asia. I had the ball. We were coming up and it was like glass windows. Everybody could see us. Everybody's screaming at the top of their lungs. I was like
in the pool.
Oh my god. Naya's dancing. Everybody's jumping up and down in the pool. So ecstatic that I brought the volleyball to you guys so you could play in the pool.
Yeah.
And I think about how much fun you guys had. It was so cute.
Yeah, just playing in the pool
Just having
too.
fun
at
in the
a
pool,
hotel.
like literally in the pool.
Yeah, that's a good one. And just like sitting around talking like late at night. Sometimes if we have like the early flights, people don't sleep.
Yeah,
and they just
pool
get together and
all-nighters. Oh my gosh.
hang out and talk all night, and that's really fun.
Yeah.
And then in between, we get to tour Seattle, which is nice. 'Cause I've never been out
I
there
haven't either.
before.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's going to be so fun. I feel like no matter what happens, it's just going to be a great meet to remember and just look back on when we're done. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
It's going to be good. All right. Well, that's a wrap of our second segment. We'll be back right after the break. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Katie Keeneman.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my guest here tonight is my teammate, Katie Keeneman. For this last segment, we are going to be doing some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Oh gosh, I guess.
They're not too hard. Don't
Okay.
worry. They're more like related to the team or gymnastics.
Okay.
First one, what is your favorite event?
Vault. It makes the most sense.
Yeah. To compete and practice?
To practice, to compete is floor for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Floor's more fun to compete.
Agreed. If you could switch sports, what would switch to another sport, what would it be?
Oh, volleyball for sure.
Okay.
Our whole team could make 6 volleyball teams. We're so good. Volleyball's so fun.
Yeah.
Spence, give yourself some credit. You're good too.
Sometimes. Depends.
When you play.
Yeah. If you could describe our team using 3 words, what would they be?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a second if you need to.
Fun.
Mhm.
We all have so much fun together. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Amazing. I don't even know. Fun, amazing, passionate.
Okay.
For each other. We're all so passionate for each other.
That's a good one. I love that. Okay, this one's always a fun one to ask. If you could learn or add another skill to your routine without having to learn it, what would it be? Like a dream skill or something, and you didn't even have to worry about learning how to do it. You could just have it in your routine.
If I could do bars, that would be amazing.
Okay.
I would do bars. Probably a Maloney because I don't know what it is, but I don't understand toe hands.
Okay.
But if I could learn a Maloney, I totally would put a Maloney in my routine.
Can you do clear hip?
No,
Oh,
I can't.
I was gonna say you could do it from a clear
I can't do anything on bars, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay. That would be a good one. I feel like that's a fun one to do.
Bars in general.
If you could switch places with someone on the team for the day, who would you choose?
I want to be inside Whitney's mind for a day.
Okay.
I want to know what goes on in her mind. I feel like she just has so much fun all the time. She doesn't care.
That's true.
She's just vibing all the time.
Yeah. She just always looks happy to be alive, I feel like.
She's so funny. Love her.
Who would you say is the best TikToker on the team?
Oh, easy. Lauren Homisillo.
Oh,
Love.
yeah.
She eats those TikToks up.
She's so good. It's so good. I love watching her day in the life. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess that is what I do. Because sometimes I don't pay attention to what I do during the day.
I don't take pictures. I don't remember. When I see her TikToks, I will look through. And I probably helped her make it.
Yeah.
I sit there and watch her TikToks like it's the first time I've ever seen it.
Yeah. And I just see myself. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did do that today.
I was there.
Yeah. What is your go-to hype song before a meet?
This Asian, I definitely play this one all the time. I don't typically listen to music on my headphones, but if I were, Praise.
Okay.
That one, every time we're about to go visualize on Vault, she puts her headphones on.
Is that what happens? Because I always see her do that.
Yes, because we all there's like a whole inside joke with all of us that go to worship nights and stuff. That song is like our favorite song. It's like our like rave, like we love that song.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I'm visualizing on vault, she puts that on and it like locks me in. Like I'm doing it for him. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for him. And I think that's a good reminder to start like a meet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. What would you say your go-to meal after a meet is?
Oh, burger and fries.
Oh,
Burger
yeah.
and fries.
Yep.
All the way. Fries. Have to have.
Definitely.
My dad got me and Asia Shake Shack last week because
Oh, that's good.
we got like pasta or something. I'm not a big fan of pasta.
Yeah, it was like noodles.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
we got burger and fries all the way.
Awesome. Last question. What is your favorite skill?
So floor, since I don't do floor right now, but 1.5 front lay.
Really?
Yeah, it's just so easy for me. It's like not even
It's
that
very
hard.
floaty, I
Very
feel
floaty.
like.
I love it.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm flying.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on tonight's show.
Yay.
Thank you so much for joining. You did a really great job at this, by the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you for having me. This was
course.
fun.
All right. Well, that's the end of our show tonight. You were listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Katie Keeneman.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to a $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state.